Yo, let's get it. See what I can get into today.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Prescott on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 41. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now left side on the swing pass. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 44 yards. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a...
He out of there. He out of there. Let's see who they have me going up against next. Let me see my record, because I've been losing. Alright. Trying to hit that good 200. 200 wins. See who they got me going up against.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me. Rather
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Back to Dillon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 32 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 40 now on second down. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
This is intercepted. My goodness.
Do that right to him.
Picked off near the 34.
All right, gotta get this ball back.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 30.
Come on, bro. You slow it down. You slow it down.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
We had to get that ball
Well,
back.
you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. To try again after the sack. Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. At his own 10. He'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A carry here for their big tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Under pressure,
he was
down
open.
he goes. Sacked at the 10. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On first down, it's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he bats it away,
go.
And it falls down incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Another one up out of there. They dropping like flies today.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Rodgers on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Green 18. Tight end left, tight end left.
First down and much more here for Jones as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard
been
line.
an interception.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Fuck, he get open.
It's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard now to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. On 2nd and a long way to go. Burrow, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that will be incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Dillon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones again. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this on the 40 before he's taken down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket.
Oh.
No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Thought that was on me.
That penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, stop running.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I'm about to get sacked. Dang, Mo.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Fuck,
that's
man.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I got you.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for...
Man, they better not gave me this loss, boy. I'm finna be super hot. Oh, they gave me the dub. Let's go. Yes, sir. 4 in a row, baby. I've been getting my ass murked. Trying to hit 200 on, though. YouTube, I'll be back on that note. That's 3 wins in a... That's 3 wins in a row, baby. Let's go.